My name is Nidhi Thakur. Today I am presenting presentation on the topic biomarkers of tuberculosis. Firstly, we will discuss about what is biomarkers of tuberculosis. So, introduction of tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a communicable infectious disease. It's spread almost exclusively by cuffed aerosols carrying pathogens from the Mycobacterium tuberculosis complex. TEP is categorized pathologically by necrotizing granulomatous inflammation usually in the lung, although almost any extrapulmonary site can be involved. The bacteria that cause TB are spread when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Most people infected when the bacteria that causes tuberculosis don't have symptoms. So, when symptoms do occur, they usually include a cough, blood thin, weight loss, night sweats, and fever. Second one, diagnosis. Active TB diagnosis is based on the detection of MTB in sputum, which depends on the presence of necrotic infection occur in proximity to the airways. The diagnosis then is based on septum, smear, and culture, and more recently, positive Gene Expert (MTB) RIF test. Microscopy is largely available and highly specific, but lacks sensitivity, missing the diagnosis in over one-third of patients seeking care. Microbacterial culture remains the gold standard for TB diagnosis, but provides results only after considerable delay, that was 3 to 4 weeks. After these symptoms of TB, when a person occurs from TB, it performs a cough that lasts from then 3 weeks, loss of appetite and unintestinal weight loss, fever, chills, night sweats. Biomarkers for diagnosing active tuberculosis. We may distinguish biomarkers related to the pathogens and the host from the pathogen perspective. MTB products could be detected directly in blood, septum, or urine. MTB DNA can be detected in blood and urine of pulmonary TB patients with a better sensitivity than MTB culture from the same biological fluid. Among the host biomarkers, there are various non-septum based assays for active TB diagnosis relying on serum, plasma, urine, or stimulated or unstimulated blood. Considering serum or plasma products, MTB specific antibody detection is not a promising diagnostic approach due to heterogeneity of the response to MTB. Moreover, WHO negatively advised on the use of such tests for diagnosing active TB diseases. The evolution of serum microRNAs has shown different levels of accuracy for diagnosing active TB in drug-sensitive and drug-resistant TB. A broad range of potential transcriptional TB biomarkers have been reported. Molecular and pathway analysis revealed that the neutrophil-driven interferon IFN includable gene profile consisting of both type 2 and type 1. IFN singling represented a significant TB signature detectable in the peripheral blood from pulmonary TB patients. Next one was biomarkers for prevention vaccine studies. Among the T cell based biomarkers, polyfunctional T cells have been explored as potential biomarkers by multi-parametric flow technology. In animals models, that is mice, vaccine-induced protection against MTB infection strongly correlated with a high frequency of polyfunctional CD4 plus T cells. However, the correlation of this polyfunctional cytokinin profile with protected efficacy of BCG vaccination was absent in humans, as reported in a cohort of BCG immunized infants monitored that was for 2 years. By this image, we will discuss about TB diagnosis that was of two validated methods or host sites, pathogen sites. In validated methods, septum ball that caused SEMA culture drug sensitive test, gene expert MTB RIF test. Pathogen site, urine or blood. Urine includes LAM, DNA, AG85B. Blood DNA, AG85B. Urine IP10. There is a present need for new biomarkers in TB at all differently levels discussed above. Through studies on new candidate biomarkers are numerous, validation and independent confirmation are rare. Unfortunately, efforts are needed to reduce the gap between the exploratory upstream identification of candidate biomarkers, the validation of biomarkers against clear clinical endpoints in different populations, and the development of simple point-of-care tests for use in low-resourced settings. This needs important commitment for both researchers and economic funders. This image shows the tuberculosis. Thank you everyone for listening me.